the special edition of the Family Clinic podcast with Pedro.
The time is now. There are women who commit suicide because of cheating.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great honor that we welcome the founder of Family Clinic Podcast, Mr. Pedro Udaya. This is Family Clinic, the podcast with Pedro.
Things you need to know before you get into marriage, or even though you are married, you've got to apply some of these things because they are very, very important. You know what we want to do here? Family Clinic wants to change some of the culture narrative that has been pushed to us over the years. A lot of us men, we grow up having the information that this is how to treat a lady. As a man, I am the head, I am the king, my decision stands. No woman can come anywhere and tell me what to do. You know, this is what the culture has succeeded in infusing in us. But in Family Clinic, we are going to be reshaping your thoughts, your mindset, what you grew up with. We're going to be doing some configuration. All right? So I will just briefly give you some points, about 10 points, but I might not be able to finish them. So number one, this is what everybody has always said, and a lot of people are still deliberating on it. Love is not enough. Love is not enough to say, yes, I do. I've been married in a couple of months. I'll be 10 years in marriage. And I have seen different aspects of marriage. As a matter of fact, I had done this other side. Some of you who knows me very well understand what I'm saying. I've done this side and I've done this side, and I've seen the right path. And I decide to take or choose the right direction. So love is not enough. I can't, because if we say love is enough, what about those who have been in the relationship for 15 years, 10 years, possibly from their secondary school, and as soon as they got married, one of them said, I can't continue anymore. Why? But they once professed love to themselves. What happened? Over 10 years. What happened along the line? You see, because we need to discover what you need in your relationship. What do you want? What do you want? So I'm going to give you some points. I said here, romance feels good, but character and commitment keeps your marriage. Oh wow, you can be romantic and you have a very stinking attitude. You can be beautiful, but your attitude is a problem. Marriage is about commitment. Are you committed to your spouse? Are you committed to the cause? When I wanted to choose my wife, I had a girl, a very beautiful girl, a very lovely, beautiful girl. But I had been with her for 2 years. Fortunately, I didn't date my wife up to a month before I said yes to her, that I'm going to marry her. But I've been with this particular lady for 2 good years. But I realized one thing. She didn't align with my direction. The things I saw her do are not the things that are in line with what I want to do. I was trying to manage the situation with her. She loves, I am not saying going for parties is a crime, but she loves to party. She loves to do a lot of stuff. She likes to have different groups of friends. But then, Along the line, I met my wife. We were friends. We're just friends, based on business. But I begin to see different things from this particular one. And I said, if I journey with this one because she's beautiful, she's a damsel, she has the shape, she has everything that physically I require to say, oh, this girl is what I want. By now, there's nothing like family clinic. Nothing like because this is not the kind of thing she wants to associate with. She doesn't like things like this. So I made up my mind. So when I met my wife, I said, this is the woman I want. This aligns. A lot of times the shape might not be what you want it to be, but focus on the alignment. The decisions a lot of us has made today is as a result of your emotions and feeling. And that's why you're having problem in your marriage. You choose to walk by your feelings. You choose to say yes because of how you feel at that time. Feeling can be transferred. Love can be transferred. I can choose to love you today and choose to say, oh, I don't love you anymore. I choose the next person. But what are you committed for? Second, before you say I do, you must discover yourself. Who are you? In discovering yourself will make you choose wisely. It will alter your decisions. You must discover yourself first. Who am I? What do I want? If you don't find yourself, you can't find a partner. You will make the wrong choices. You will choose the wrong man. You will choose the wrong woman. So you must first of all discover who you are. Discover who you are. Number 2, marriage will expose you. Marriage will expose who you are. Marriage will expose the idea, your upbringing, everything about you. If you have pride, marriage will expose you. It will bring in those things that are inside of you that you've been hiding. I said here, your pride and your past wounds will surface in your marriage. Marriage doesn't change people. It only reveals them. It only reveals them. Number 3, I'll just rush this fast. Communication. This is one of the biggest problems we are having today. When I got married earlier, I could travel and I don't call my wife. Why? If I'm committed to you, I should communicate every details to you. Marriage is a partnership. Getting involved with you for us to do life together. I must be committed to you. I must communicate to you. A lot of ladies today are wounded. They are bleeding in their marriage. Why? Lack of communication. The man don't say anything. Some will say, oh, when I offend her, I'm sure when we make love, we are supposed to settle from there. Why would you say such a thing? No. Bring the matter to the table. You must discuss the matter so that two of you can know where you are missing it. But because you lack the skills, because communication is a skill, you've got to be skillful in communication. When to say what to say, how to say, you must learn how to present words to your husband. How do you present things to him? When I was doing some saying stuff, my wife didn't warn me. She presented it wisely. As a woman, learn to present it wisely. Be wise. Be wise in presenting whatever you want your husband to do. Your husband is not a co-heir with you. Make no mistake about it. Your husband is not a co-heir. He's the head. He's the head. You are there to help him achieve vision. This is your purpose. If we learn to stay in our place, there will be no trouble. But you want to share with the man. You want to share authority with him. You want to be an authority sharer. There will be a war. Every man is loyal to the one that is loyal to him. And every man fights the one that wants to be at the same level with him. Then you try to be on the same level with your husband, there will be war. There will be war. Know your place. Communicate wisely. Learn how to communicate to your spouse. As a man, know how to communicate to your wife. There's something she's not okay with. She says to you, I'm not okay with nightlife. Because of commitment, kill nightlife. Kill it. Don't give us stories. Kill it. Those things don't matter. She said, I don't want this. One thing I know, when my wife points you and say, this guy, I don't like this relationship you have with this guy, I'll cut you. See, I don't joke with it. We don't negotiate it. I will cut you off immediately. Because I'm going to learn the hard way if I don't. Why? There's something about the ladies. There's something about the woman. There's something God has put in them. They have a foresight. There are things they can see beyond us. We can't see those things. How many times have your wife said, don't do this thing, you do it and you fall victim? Has it happened to you? It happens. Why? It is where God has placed them. They are communicating to me that my time is up. So we're going to move next. We're going to move the next one to the next episode. So I'd like us to put a round of applause for our single speakers that are here. Please clap for them. We're going to get into the main deal now. So please, I'd like them to come up. Igwe, please, can you please put your hands together for Igwe. Nemeka Wamaka, please put your hands together for her. Splendid. Please put your hands together for Splendid. Please. Then Queen Annie, please your hands together for her. Let's get to the okay. Wow, good to have you guys. Set you today on this episode. We're going to be sharing some thoughts, and please trust me, free yourself. We are trying to have a conversation now. Free yourself, say whatever you want to say the way it is. Let's talk about it. So, number one, we're going to start with this. Is cohabitation and sex before marriage? Is cohabitation before sex, before marriage, sorry. Is it wrong or right? I'm going to start from Igwe. Cohabitation, is it wrong or right before marriage?
Good evening, everybody. Cohabitation or sex before marriage, is it right or wrong? I'll come with this perspective. It's not about being right or wrong. It's about, is it risky? Okay. So because you can cohabit with somebody and you staying with that person will help you know the person the more, negatively or positively. You get? I'll give an example. I had a friend that was so pushy to marry, that she saw a girl, she loves this girl, she wants to marry, he wants to marry the girl. I asked him one simple question. Have you stayed with this lady in the same space for 1 month? I asked him again, 1 week, he said no. 2 days, no. And what made you decide that you're ready to marry this lady just by online vibe or chat, or you're calling every day? Does that determine that you should marry? So that leads to the level of cohabitation. With cohabitation, you can be able to know if this lady or this guy, up close, can this bad guy be the perfect partner for me? There are things you can actually hide from a date. I can go a date with you multiple times outside and I'm hiding behind a shell, right? But if I stay within a space with you, you will see how clean I am. You will see the kind of calls I make. You see the kind of attention I pay to myself, to my family, to people around me. With that, you can decide, oh, this guy pays attention to detail. This is one thing I look out for in relationship. So cohabitation is not wrong.
Okay, what about the sex part of it?
Okay, sex before marriage is another topic on its own. Yeah? Sex before marriage is risky. It feels good, but it's risky.
Okay, I'll come back to you. Okay, I'm sure Annie has something to say.
Okay, good evening, everybody. Like he introduced, my name is Queen Annie, and it's a very serious issue. Cohabiting to me, okay, first of all, I'm going to define cohabiting in my own term. Cohabiting is a woman and a man staying in a house for a long time and doing things that married people are doing. You are not married and you are in a man's house and you are washing his clothes and you say that you are learning the man. It doesn't make, to me, whatever you want to learn about a woman, you learn it from when they speak to you, how they dress, what they communication, like the first dates. I dictate a man that I can stay in a relationship with by the first conversation we have, the kind of things you say to me. So I think cohabiting is very bad before marriage. Very bad. It's not necessary at all.
Okay. I'm sure Monica has something to say. Please, can you? Wamaka. Okay, yeah, she has something to say. Let's hear from her.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. So, cohabiting and sex before marriage, for me, it's a no. Because when sex is involved, we tend to invest our emotions. And when emotions are involved, you can't think clearly. Your logical sense is out. So you're now thinking with your heart instead of your head. And cohabiting, the guy won't, to get married to you might take time because you're already doing the wife duties. So why would he want to hurry up to get married to you? And you dating, that's the time you're meant to know each other. You're meant to know each other. You're meant to check out the guy to see, is he disciplined enough? Is he a man that fits my purpose and my values as a lady? But now you having sex with that time is going to take that out. And so that's it's a no for me.
For the audience, just hold on. We're going to come to you guys shortly. Let me listen from Splendid. We're going to come to the audience because we need to take some questions from you. But just hold on. Splendid.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You are welcome to this program. Judging from the current generation we are now, there was a time, during the time of our father, our parents, when the son will be somewhere in Lagos or in main market doing business, and they will just call you and say, Obina, come back home. We found a wife for you. We just go home and they will just do the normal traditional thing, and you are married. And you will be living peacefully. Do you understand? Now, the time is no more the same. 90% of us here cannot marry somebody we don't know. And back in the days, our parents don't value sex like that. They see sex as a process of having children. Now, in our generation, we see sex as a process of getting satisfaction. If you don't cohabit with somebody, how will you know the person's attitude? Yes.
Okay.
If you tell me that you will come to somebody's house and you will deny, hello,
sorry, please, audience, please.
I'm just being realistic. I'm just being real.
Yes.
I hate pretending.
Yeah.
Do you understand? I know this is an adult program.
Yes. Go ahead.
99.9% of people, single guys, single ladies here are no more virgins. I'm not lying. Yeah? You are part of the 1%. I'm being realistic. Do you understand?
Yes.
Now, we are in an era of some guys, even ladies, trying to be with a partner that satisfies him or her sexually more. Some people consider that first. So how will you know that this person will make you not to cheat in marriage if you don't have that sex before marriage?
Okay. Annie, hold on. We'll just want to hear from the audience. I'm sure one or two person has something to say before I come back to them. Please, somebody hand is there. Can you give the person a mic? Let's hear from him.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. My name is Kester. I think we need to draw a distinction first about what cohabitation is. Because in a relationship, there is a place to knowing someone. Cohabitation for me is whereby each of any of the partner, whether male or the gender, male or female, moves into the other person's house. No leave, no transfer. You are there. From there, you go to your work, you come back as if you are married. But there's a place of getting to know your partner at work. You come in, a day or two, you go. That is observe. That's when you carry out your observation. You don't observe with cohabitation. It is, you're already starting a wrong thing. In something that you want to do right. The wrong process. It is never a yes for me.
Okay, wow. Any other person? Is there another person that has something to say? Okay, please, take it to him.
Okay, good evening all. I think the whole idea of this conversation centered around marriage. A man getting married to a woman.
Yes.
And for us to effectively talk about marriage, we must first introduce the person who instituted marriage in the first place, which is God. Then both persons who are planning to get married should first of all go and study what the person who instituted marriage said about marriage. Both of them need to be mature enough in that course of marriage before they will now come together to get married. Now, this my brother on glasses here said that some ladies might want to cohabit so that they know if the guy can satisfy them in bed.
Yes.
That lady has a problem. That lady doesn't have a marriage problem. She's like a product that is malfunctioning. She needs to go back to her manufacturer to get herself reset.
Wow, please put your hands together for him.
So marriage wasn't instituted for you to be satisfied in bed. That's not the purpose for which marriage was instituted. Then cohabiting with a guy in the guy's house devalues the woman. Any woman that values herself will not go under the roof of a man
before marriage.
Before marriage. You've devalued yourself. All these things that we are discussing here form the basis of a failed marriage that we're experiencing in high number in this generation now. So if this matter is not properly addressed, it is even getting worse. Just like what you said, somebody is saying that because before they got married, they've gone to heighten their sexual urge. So when they now got married, they are now telling the wife that if you want this marriage to continue, I will go and bring someone else so that we'll now be doing it. If the wife accepts, that one will not be enough. You see, this quest for satisfying your sexual urge, it has no end. If you study it very well, it has no end. If that woman say, okay, I'm a good wife, let me accept my husband to bring a woman so that we'll be doing threesome. That threesome, after a while, these things are propelled by spirit. You cannot satisfy your sexual urge. What you do is to kill it.
Wow, that's right.
Thank you. Kill it and reserve it for your wife.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Please, I want a lady to say something. We just have the men. Okay, please. I think get the mic to Laviv. Okay, there's a lady there that wants to say something.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Cynthia. You're talking about cohabitation. To me, is a no-no. If you are cohabiting with a man or a woman, whatever, it means you're already married. Marriage or in credit. It's a credit marriage. Because no matter how much you stay with a man or a woman, no matter how much you live with that person in that house, it does not mean that you will know the person.
Thank you.
If the person wants you to know him or her, you will know the person.
Yeah.
The person doesn't want you to know the person, you will not know the person. So, like, when you want to get married, they always make that statement, Jukwese. Yes, you are going to go and find out. It's not by living with that person. There are other ways you can actually get to know the person, but not by staying with that person. Spiritually and biblically, cohabitation is a no.
Okay.
So I don't see any reason why somebody should cohabit before getting married.
I would like to hold on. I'd like to go to Igwe. Igwe, do you agree with what they have said? Because I know you have a different opinion.
All right. Everybody has their personal opinions. Biblically, cohabitation is wrong. Morally, is wrong. But being realistic, right? Being realistic. Let's bring it home. Let's not deceive ourselves. Let's cut the bullshit, right? Let's go straight to the point. There are people you will meet. There are levels of cohabitation, right? Let me come clear and cut. Clear cut. Cohabitations at times lead to marriage. Why some of us are scared here with the devaluation of a woman because of cohabitation, because it doesn't lead to marriage. That is where you get it wrong. Cohabitation with purpose is what you should be looking out for. If I'm cohabiting with with a girl, for instance, what have I told this girl that this thing will lead to? Am I wasting her time? All these things are ulterior motive that you cannot find out unless you come close to that person.
Okay, Igwe, thank you very much. Please, Annie, what do you say?
Okay, so I want you to understand, Mr. Igwe, that no matter the purpose you tend to put at mind before getting into cohabiting, it can change. You can look at a girl as a very beautiful girl from a distance, and when the girl comes close to you, or probably starts staying in your house, and then you have seen her finish, like we always say, you will get tired. Listen, hold on. What I want you to understand is the purpose of marriage can never be the purpose of cohabiting. The purpose for cohabiting can never be the purpose of marriage. People that cohabit are people that just stay in the same house and have sex. They go over in circles every day.
You're in a wrong relationship.
Hold on. You need to hold on. You need to understand that even as a cohabitor, when you are done at night and wake up in the morning to pray, you see yourself not moving forward, because obviously you are doing what you ought not to do.
It depends on the partner.
Hold on. Will you please allow me land, Mr. Igwe?
Okay,
hold on.
Okay, hold on.
Then coming to why I don't see any reason why a well-trained woman will leave her father's house to a man's house to cohabit. One of the problems we women have is from the home, because a child of 19 years or 17 years approached me sometime last month and said that the reason why she's doing what she's doing, because I think she's outside, you guys understand what I mean? So she told me that, I asked her that, why do you do this thing? Why do you stress your mother? Because her mother was crying and wailing and complaining. And she said the reason why she's doing it is because her father usually encourages her that if she goes and bring money home, she'll give it to her father, and her father will not pretend that the money was brought by him, that is the father. Now, that kind of child will go out and misbehave, and you, that is the parent, cannot caution the child. So sometimes it's the discipline from both, even as a man, sometimes your discipline can be disrupted, because how will you accept a woman that you are not married to? Forget the purpose.
All right, thank you so much. I am just going to say this, so we'll move to the next question. The truth of the matter is, even if we give you 10 years to live with a woman, you will never discover 1% of her. And she will not discover from you. There's something about marriage. Have you noticed that even when you are in a relationship, things are not revealed? Why? Because the spirits are not yet activated. Once you say, I do, a miracle happens immediately. Your eye will open. His eye will open. Everybody begin to see what they are not seeing for the past 15 years. So whether you stay together, you will not observe what you think you want to observe. Okay? So let's move to the next question. And I'm going to start from you. In choosing a partner, what comes first? Look, money, or vision?
The me of 7 years ago would have gone for money.
Oh, you of 7 years ago.
Yes, because I love money so much. But me now, I've grown a lot now, and I'll go for vision. Because choosing a partner, I need to look at him. Is he aligned with my vision? Is he aligned with my purpose? Is he disciplined enough? Is he going to be a good father to our children? Is he going to be a good husband to me? I am a very ambitious lady. So I'm someone that's going to go really high in life. So I need a man that's going to be like, yeah, that's my wife. He's going to clap for me. He's going to walk by the side, you know. He's going to walk with me. A man that is not insecure, that is very confident. So I need to see the vision. I chose vision because I need to see it in him. Women were blessed with the gift of choosing. Men chase us, so we're blessed with the gift of choosing. So I need to pick. I need to see this, then pick. Then after this comes the money, then the looks.
Okay, let's Annie say something. Annie, I'm sure you have something to say.
Okay, so for the first time, I'm having a different opinion from
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so firstly, if a man approaches me, the first thing I see is his looks. So if I'm not attracted to you, I won't let you go further with whatever you want to say. So if you are not the kind of man that I look forward to seeing when coming to me, I wouldn't want to know what your vision is. Looks for me is like first, and then vision is the next thing that comes out of a man's mouth is what they are all about, what they think. You know, the Bible says, as the heart
a man
is
thinketh in his heart, so is he.
Yeah, thank you so much. So if a man opens up their mouth and speak, that's when I can now know whether this look makes sense or it don't make sense.
Wow.
So for me, when coming to me first, I look at, because I think one of the reasons why marriages fail, in fact, is because of the fact that they're not married to people they are confident about. I have a sister that is a divorcee. Because her husband is shorter than her, if they go out, she's always murmuring. And yes, I'm not, they are married. He was okay when they got married. And then sometime into the marriage, things got shaky. And then anytime we go out, as a family, she wouldn't want to sit close to her husband. She wouldn't want to take pictures, you know, and all whatnot. And then my mom called her aside and asked her that, oh, what's going on? Why is it that you and your husband, every time you are outside, you are always on your own, doing like you did not come out with your husband? And then after much questioning, she was like, this man too short for my eye. Oh. Yes. I don't know if it's the money that is the problem, but I can tell you categorically that if that man is still her spec, the issue that he might be facing, she can manage it based off of, say,
okay.
You
all
know,
right.
and all
Annie,
what.
I'm going to come back to you. Right now, see, I want everybody, see, let's be realistic. Say it the way it is, okay? Let's not paint words. This is a ground to say it the way it is. Splendid. I think, let me put it to you this way. Do you prefer the BBL, or the vision when you see a woman? Is that what you go for? You know, because you're a man, so is it the shape?
As a man, because a man, it takes you time to build yourself. You need a woman with a vision. A woman with the same direction you are going. You can get BBL everywhere, anywhere. BBL is everywhere. But BBL can't keep home. BBL will not train your children. BBL will not take care of your money. Maybe you are sick, maybe you have assets, maybe you're out of the country. So you need a woman with vision. Very simple.
Igwe, strike us now.
All right. I'm supporting Annie on this one. Looks before vision, before money. Why do I say looks? Even in the Bible, when God was telling the Israelites that he's going to take them to a land in Canaan, he painted a picture of what Canaan is. A land flowing with milk and honey. He painted that picture. It was looks that made them believe in the vision that Moses was trying to preach to them that they're getting to Canaan land. So if I'm going to go for a lady, I have to be attracted to that girl. Looks. Then there is one thing I want to make very clear. There are beautiful ladies with vision. Beautiful ladies. You mustn't have BBL. Your natural, everything is perfect. You get me? But you see a vision and you can steer the man to his destination. If you marry for attraction, if you marry for look, you marry for attraction, right? Now, if I'm not attracted to you, I can't be able to sleep in the same bed with you every night for the next 100 years, if that be the case.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Now, please, I don't want somebody from the audience, I want to go to the audience, but I don't need somebody with advice. Throw some questions to them. Let them answer you. So, let's go.
Splendid, right?
Yeah. No,
Okay.
this is Igwe.
Igwe, you said something about looks. That's your first attraction before vision. Peradventure, you go attracted to this person. She's very beautiful, very endowed. And before, in a twinkle of an eye, she had an accident and the looks disappeared. Will you stick to that lady?
100%. Because I married her. It depends on the accident first. So, but regardless.
An accident that disfigured her
Okay.
Completely.
completely.
I am meant
But she's
to.
still alive.
If she's alive, she's beautiful.
Will you still marry her?
Okay. Let me answer that. Before I got married to her, I was attracted to her by the looks. I saw the vision also. That's the second stage, right? So even if her body is maybe disfigured or something based on accident, that initial love from day one will still keep burning. Regardless. Chill.
Okay, I'm sure somebody else has something to say.
I finish this.
Okay. Any other person has something to say?
Yes, let me add one or two to
Okay.
what you said. I like the question you asked. Now, as regards to your spouse having deficiency as a result of accident in the prospect of your marriage or relationship with her, shouldn't be a criteria to disvalue her or stop loving her. It doesn't care about, accident is accident. Nobody originally intends to have an accident. So once it's an accident, it's an accident. So it was something that happened out of proportionality. Okay, so now, God forbid something happens in between. I was just like, I'm married, I have kids. I mean, I would have had to say a whole lot if I was single, because this discussion is in between the singles. But for the sake of marriage and cameras, let me maintain my space. So now, my wife, I have 2 kids. So when I saw her, she was all looking off like, works off, just like or something is looking. Right, do you get? Now, when kids were coming, you don't expect your wife to still remain the same. Now, let's come to talk about their tummies, about the breast. He wasn't originally there when you saw her. Like she said, they are blessed to give kids. And in as much as your wife have dropped 1 or 2 or 3, you don't expect her to still remain the same. Unless you want to put her under the knife. So it doesn't matter what happens, as long as that very first look I saw her and she got attracted to me and I got married to her, whatever happens, we die with love. Thank you.
To support what he said, mommy, to address your question, what attracted me to her before I married her was the looks. So that the question, after I've married her, there is nothing, there's no going back. Marriage is for life.
It's not true.
So you just be there. You just be managing.
No, Igwe. See, there is one thing about this
Okay.
marriage.
Please get the mic. Okay, hold on. I think the audience.
What will be your first point of attraction or decision in settling down. And you said looks and vision. So and I'm asking you, peradventure, will you still go ahead?
Okay, peradventure before the marriage.
That looks, because look can disappear, but a woman with a proper vision will still remain. But looks can disappear.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm asking you. If that look disappear, will you still love her?
Definitely. Before the marriage, definitely. She must strike a chord with the second level, which is vision.
Okay.
Natural selection always happen. I cannot want to marry somebody because of vision and then I'm not taking incognizance of my kids. You get me? So the gene stays inside, even with the disfigured looks and then everything. I still have to stay concerned with my kids.
Okay.
So that's the main thing.
All right. I think Spendy has something to say.
Igwe, the truth is that this marriage we are talking about, it's not a child's play. Women especially, before they got married, most of them are in their prime. So beautiful. But after marriage, children start coming. Their body starts changing. The looks will gradually go. The slim fit girl, you love them because of her slim fit, she will start getting fat. She had to breastfeed. She had to do so many other things to take care of your home. Okay, now let's just assume, say, maybe na fire has there, and it happened. Do you understand? She might be cooking in the kitchen and something happened. Because God is still creating every one of us. God is not done with us. And something happened. You see that look that you saw and married that girl. My brother, I'm telling you the frankly truth. If you look at her, you will not be satisfied again. But if you love her because of what she can offer you, because she can take care of you, because of the vision, even when she's crippled, she still has something to offer you till death. And you guys will remain together forever.
Wow.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much. You see, we're going to move to the next. Igwe, you see, this question is very sensitive. You know, because this has actually drawn a lot of our young people to make the wrong decisions, wrong choices. One of the things you must understand about vision is that it keeps the two of you going. Vision is what stands and can sustain a marriage. By the time you are in a vision with your spouse, two of you are in partnership. Two of you want to do things together. Two of you are seeing what you want to achieve. You set vision before you. It keeps you going. It keeps you inspired. Your marriage becomes inspiring to you. You don't want to let her go. So you don't focus on shape. Shape will definitely go. And shape cannot keep a home.
Sir, there is shape with vision. That's what I said. 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 There are beautiful ladies with vision. You go for them. There is shape with vision. Sir, your wife is she not beautiful?
Yes.
To you, she's beautiful. Yes. And she has vision too.
Yes.
Why not go for the ugly one before you marry her? So you have to go for the looks. Let's be realistic.
See, let me tell you, what attracted you is what will sustain you. Do you get the point? What attracted you in the first place is what will keep you going. If you wake up tomorrow and don't see that thing, everything will die.
That's a lie.
Everything will collapse.
That's a lie.
So, do we have any other person to add to it? Okay, just let's take the last person and we'll move. We don't have time. Please, where's the mic? Can we get the mic to him? Please, let's be fast about it.
I have a question.
Okay.
We've been talking about marry for vision, marry for vision. Please, what is this vision that we are even talking about? Is it that when you met the girl, both of you now said, I have vision. The girl now said, me too, I have vision. Both of you now married. So you now married because of vision. Please, I want to be clear about that vision.
Okay, first of all, vision is a picture you want to create. But let me allow them to say. I'm sure they have.
Let me drop the last one so that I drop the mic. That's the first question. The question of vision, because we've been talking about this vision.
Yes.
So that young ladies here who are not married will not go about say, okay, let me go and form a vision. So that when man see me, man will like me and marry me. Meanwhile, that vision is not realistic. You cannot put food on the table. You just carved it so that men will see you and think that you have vision. I have vision. I'm learning tailoring. I want to open a big tailor store. Once you get married, you just relax all the vision and start giving birth. You refuse to raise a finger. So that's one. Then the second thing is this idea of getting married because of shape is a Gen Z thing. It's a new generation thing. It doesn't exist anywhere on paper. It will not sustain the marriage. The reason why God gave Adam Eve was for companionship. If I feel very comfortable around you and I can tell you everything down to my business, my personal business, my bank account, I can trust you with everything and know that you will manage it well. And this family will go on well. Even if I go on vacation for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, my wife is capable of handling it. So most of the time, the challenge we have is that men want to handle their business and keep their wife outside of it. If you continue to do that, after a while, you will feel no need for your wife. You will start seeing her less because she's not contributing to the things that matter to you. You're not opening her up to the things that matter to you. That's how to build a marriage. You open your wife up to the things that your business, the things, everything that concerns you, you tell her. So if you go out, you miss her. If you have some information, you're eager to come back to tell her about the exploit that you've carried out, the things that you've done and all that, so that both of you can look at it together.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Wow, thank you so much. Okay, I think you just have, for the vision, yes, just answer him, please. So we'll move.
The vision is your purpose. It's your standard. It's your boundaries. It's your life. It's the way you live your life. It's the way you want to live your life. It's the way you see yourself in the future. So it's how you go about building up yourself for your future. The kind of life you want. The kind of life you want to live. The kind of life you want for your family, your husband, your children. So that's your vision, your purpose, your alignment.
Okay. Wow. Can I add to that? Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry. Just one. Vision is not about someone that sews tailor or a fashion designer whatsoever. Vision is direction. And direction is what leads to destiny. If your destiny with a spouse doesn't align, that is the purpose she was talking about. With that, you can know how in the next 10 years, where will I go from here? If I marry this person, will she take me backwards or will she take me forward? That is vision. You can continue.
All right. I just want to say this briefly. When you meet someone, you might meet them without purpose or vision. In fact, most people meet themselves without purpose or vision. The essence of partnership, which is relationship, is your ability to bring out that thing that person knows how to do better. Not just talking and exploring. I believe that if you're my partner, I should be able to showcase a certain level of ability for you to know that now this thing be this girl vision. You cannot know if you don't look into it. And as a woman or a man that intends to go into marriage, there are certain things you look out for. Those things you look out for are the things that help you to understand what your vision looks like and what you want from another person's vision. I don't know if I make any sense. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So it's like a contribution that I bring into the relationship and a contribution that you bring, and then you look at it and you balance it and say, okay, this one has brought this, and this is what I can bring. Can it sustain us all the days of our lives?
Okay, thank you so much. I'd just like to move to this next question, and this one I'm going to train out both to the audience and also to my speakers here. Why are young guys or young ladies afraid to get married in this age? What is the challenge? We have a whole lot of single ladies and the guys are not saying anything about it. Igwe, can you share with us?
Okay, the reason why young people are not getting married is very simple and it's very obvious. Back in the days, people marry by contribution from maybe your father would be like, now for one woman like that, come marry her. You get. So, but this generation, you don't marry without planning your life. You get. You have to have something that you are bringing the lady into. A home, you're adding her to help you model it with children. You get me? So, but now, the economic standard of the country, of the economy itself, inflation and the rest of them, has made it highly difficult for men to marry. Then this scare we see online, many marriages, 50% of marriages are either divorced or separated. That's what you see in this current generation. And people feel comfortable about it. We are married, we are separated, and the other one is abroad, the other one is in Nigeria, and they are cool with it. That fear will not be like, should I now marry and experience the same thing? Why not I stay single? I've had female friends tell me, I don't want to even marry, I just want to see one fine boy. Give am collect belle, get pregnant, and life goes on. I be like, how will you continue like that? You're complicating the marriage for the kids. You get me? So the economic situation of the country makes it difficult for men to marry.
Okay. I think we have some persons that want to say something from the audience. Please, can we get mic to them?
Everybody. So the question says, why are young people scared to get married?
Yes.
I want to speak on the female perspective. I believe it is generational trauma from past marriages. I am somebody who scrolls through social media very well. And if I see a video, probably on bad marriage, or you see somebody just sharing their experience.
Yeah.
Go to the comment section. See young girls. If this is marriage, I'm not going to get married though. If this is marriage, I'm not going to get married. Why? Because we have few people coming out to say the positive side of marriage. We have a lot of people saying the negative side of marriage. And that's what's creating a lot of young girls don't want to get married. If I'm going to get married to you and I will not be able to live my dreams, you will tell me to shrink myself for you to grow. I know, yes, that's what submission is supposed to be about. But you get the way they package this thing now. If it comes out too raw, many girls are scared to go down that path of commitment. If you say it's finances, back to this same TikTok, there are people who are getting married, no crowd, inside their parlor. So I believe it is generational trauma, even to the male too. If I get married now, not be after 1 month, 2 months, you start seeing changes. Why? Because the negative side of marriage is overshadowing the positive side of marriage. So
Thank you. MC wants to say something.
So 120 seconds, all right? Thank you so much for what you just said, and you just spoke my mind. I feel that the younger generation are scared to get married because of what they've heard. And you know, you can be shaping by what you hear.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've been married for 10 years. And most of the guys I know now who have this narrative that there are no good girls anymore. The reason they have this narration is because as a young guy, what they think when they see a lady is to have sex. So that idea alone cannot give you a room to get married.
Wow.
2, she says something. I wanted to go to somebody's status to bring out the image. This person is getting married tomorrow. And on the IV, he stated it that there is no reception after wedding. However, we are open to donation. That is a wedding. But these days, people want to show off. You know, I want to make a big wedding, you know, blah, blah, blah. So that's one of the reasons why people are actually getting scared. Because the thing is that a man has to be ready to say, I want to bring a woman in, right? And if a man comes and meets you and say, let's get married, what's that vision? I want to go back just quickly, just pinch. I'm just 1 minute down now, pinch. Is if the woman has a vision or a plan or a goal to have a luxurious wedding, because every woman sees the wedding day as one of their biggest days. Men don't even get time. Men just go wear suits there. Some men say, just do the same, men I just do what they go. Right? So, if the woman has that kind of a mindset that I want to, you know, I've been to my friends, I've done Ashebi for everybody now, they have to come and do Ashebi for me. And the man is looking at himself like, I don't have this kind of funds to have this kind of wedding you have, your dream wedding. That alone can delay a man from deciding if he needs to get married on time.
Thank you so much. Just stay tuned. You know, this question, and based on what she said, we have people who are successful, who are going to tell us how it works. So in the next few minutes, we'll have them on set with us. Thank you very much. Thank you so much.